Hi, Phil here from WP Rendering. We are at Holly House in Tanworth in Arden near Redditch, just showing you a property that we are going to be starting work on. We've already started by knocking some of the old render off. This property, large property, had a sand and cement render where moisture was getting trapped behind it. So we will be removing all of the old render and applying an insulated lime render system with a fully breathable and fire resistant mineral wall board, and then a lime render and potassium silicate painted finish over the top, which would be much more appropriate for a building of this style. We're working here alongside our friends at Cathedral Roofing, based in Worcester as well. They've started by replacing the roof on the main part of the house. Thought we'd make a start on the render removal, and then once the roof is complete, we'll be back here to start the insulation process. Because of the sort of older style of the property, one thing we'll be wanting to do is replicate some of the original features. As you can see, the property behind me has a brick plinth at the moment, which is approximately 1 metre high. So once we've insulated, we'll be using brick slips to replicate that feature, including the top banding with the rendered system above it. So we at WP Rendering are lime render and heritage building specialists. So we do a lot of work focused on breathable materials. You find a lot of renders on older properties that are just not appropriate, sand and cement based, allowing trapped moisture to develop. So we are tasked a lot of the time with taking off old render and re-rendering with lime-based systems, much more breathability and more appropriate for historic buildings. So from start to finish, we'd expect the work to take approximately 4 to 5 weeks to complete, with all of the insulation and render process. Good time of year to do it, obviously. The lime render season tends to run while the weather's nicer between the spring and finishing really up until Christmas before the frost set in. So if you've got an older or historic building property of your own, get in contact with WP Rendering today. I'm more than happy to come out and give you some advice and quote on what breathable materials might be more appropriate for your property.